guys, welcome back to a new episode of Blackmire. Um, Today's episode, I am doing a lot of stuff again, guys. Uh, also, also why the video is almost 40 minutes long. I really did try keep it a little bit uh, lower this time or less amount of minutes. But I just don't feel like the higher speed I go that it's any good. So it is what it is. Anyways, I am doing or making the observatory, which I have been talking about in a few episodes now. Um, my first plan with it was actually to have a little bit bigger observatory as the end result ends up being. Because I wanted it to have like this big telescope, but for some reason I when I built I really didn't think about the size first. After I was done, when I was like, I possibly should have built it a little bit bigger. But the more I kind of felt, the more pieces I put into it, I kind of like placed it up there and then see how it looked. Did it look too plain? And if it did, then I just went down again and tried to add some more stuff to the observatory that made it pop more up and such. So we will see here in the first, I don't know, 15 minutes or so, guys, me trying to make this observatory. I didn't want it to have it like this super gold dome as some of the others have. I just wanted it to give some gold framework instead, because I felt like this one needed some more more structure, rustic look on the roof. And then I just have this kind of little opening, as you saw me make, where I delete some of them. I felt like I didn't really know when I first built the dome how I was gonna continue it in that way. Because the first thing I had in mind was kind of to nail the telescope thing, trying to make it look like a proper telescope. And since it is a little bit steampunky, I can go maybe a little bit more crazy than if you just make like a normal one. So therefore, I felt like I needed some more iron frames and such, as you see me place here. And as you all know, I really do like the pieces from the Monsters pack we have here. They are so useful, especially when it comes to the steampunk. Also because I really like the frame work it has inside of it. This kind of like Victorian style. Yeah, I don't even know what it is, but it has a nice pattern in it, and I really like that. It's a nice style. It's a shame we can't color them. That would have been super nice if that was a thing, but apparently it is not. So we have to get by the get by the pieces we have. So after I did all this stuff, I felt like it needed a little bit more roof. Yeah, clutter, all that stuff, just to make it feel more roofy. So what I did here was that I just took the ventilation pipe, as you've seen me done on some other builds, and I kind of just put the gem inside of it, kind of to have it giving this sort of a window here. And after I did this, I instantly just felt like that this was a perfect dome for this, because some of my other buildings and style in this part kind of has the same thing. It feels like it could be some sort of little bit, a submarine top two, or like it could be a lot of stuff. And I really like this about this observatory here, because it's gonna be small at the end, but it's still gonna have a little bit of few funny stuff going on around it, which I kind of like, which also gives kind of the steampunk vibe to it. As I said, I struggled a little bit here with the bottom of it, because at start I cut a part out you didn't see, but I really couldn't get it to be straight in that way when I turned it. The axis didn't really work for me at this part. I don't know what it was, but other places it worked fine. But some pieces just still a little bit off. But maybe it's just, I guess it's just some of the pieces that are that, because I don't have an issue with it otherwise. So, but it took me a little bit of time to get it super straight, because yeah, that was just what it was. But when I finally got it, I kind of just felt like I needed to give it some more trim. And after I did that, I just felt like I needed to put some steampunk stuff on it. You know, like this ladder you see me put on here. Because as I said, I felt like it was super plain, and since it's so tiny, I felt like I needed just to detail it as much as I could. And as soon as you see it on the top of the mountain, seeing it poking out with the telescope, it looks super cool. And I could imagine that when this building, when I place it, and probably in the next episode it will be, or I don't know when, but the last piece I'm gonna do on the top behind the observatory is the manor, or the mansion, whatever we're gonna call it. Which is gonna be, I haven't really yet figured out what kind of style I want it to be, but some sort of with maybe a dome or two and a little tower, something like that. But I'm still brainstorming the idea a little bit, so I might just do something else while I wait for the perfect idea to pop up in my head of what kind of build I should do with. But yeah, as you see, guys, I just do all this kind of stuff here where I'm just trying to make it look a little bit steampunky. And here I'm adding the satellites, or the dishes, which I really felt was a nice touch to this observatory here. It kind of gives that, yeah, I don't know, but it just felt like it got a little bit more alive with all these kind of stuff. So I really like it. But I feel like when this observatory is done, then I gotta figure out a little bit more few ideas of kind of important buildings I could have up here in the mountain town. We've got the hotel now, and now we have the observatory, and we're gonna get the mansion, and probably make one of the other buildings, many buildings I've made, to a few shops as well. And I haven't got people up there yet to walk. But as soon as I find a way, or as I say, put down a shop or something, they will come up there. So that will then hopefully it will attract them to go up there to this mountain here. Because I made the path, so it should be possible for them. But for now, there's not really a lot to. I placed a janitor, and he just went straight down. There wasn't really a lot going on up there, so. You see me here, guys. I wasn't super satisfied with the telescope first, so I tried to do arrangements on it, and I kind of felt like this kind of ending here was the perfect part of it. I mean, I couldn't really do much more. I kind of extended a little bit more than the previous try, which were my idea with it, because I didn't really feel like it was poking out so much again. And I know it is super tiny, but let's just say that whenever you walk in here, the one thing there is basically just the telescope and the seat you're sitting in. I didn't make interior in it because I really didn't feel there were no need to do that. So it's just gonna be a plain scenic building that's gonna stand on the top of the mountain here. And of course, as I said, I made pathing go up there so people can actually walk up here. And maybe I'll just put a vending up next to it, so it will be some sort of active in some way or another. So oh yeah, if you see some notifications in the right corner, then it's because I didn't disable it when I started recording, so sorry about that. It will be off next video. But anyways, as you see here, I kind of felt like this was a kind of neat idea to put down a little wind turbine again here, or more like a fan-ish thing. Have it, because after I did that, it kind of feel like this. It kind of feels a little bit wacky, but not in a funny way. More that like yeah, I don't know. It just felt like yeah. I don't know if you guys understand me, but I just felt like it did something to it to give these to give this little fan on here. I made it more alive too. Um, and I just tried here at the end, just trying to add these details I was talking about, where I kind of felt like it needed something more every time I kind of finished one area of it, or a little bit segment of this little observatory here. So um, in the end, I'm kind of satisfied on it. As I said, maybe I should have just built the roof a little bit bigger. Unfortunately, I just went with it and did it like this. And nevertheless, it's a good piece, and it kind of fits well for the surroundings. And then maybe the mansion will not look, or I don't have to build this bigger or like huge, because now this little observatory doesn't take too much space and too much of the scenic view. So it may be a wise choice that I did it like this, made it a little bit smaller than I had in mind first. So yeah. Here I'm just adding the last detailing, guys. I thought that the walls now were a little bit plain, so I kind of added this little frame here, the Victorian frames here, and I thought they were kind of neat. I tried it out, and I thought, yeah, well, let's just turn it around to all the way around the building here, and yeah, I'm quite happy. I feel like each time I placed a piece in on this building, it became better. So I'm super satisfied with that. I think we're about almost at the end here, where I'm switching on to something else. Cause here it's a little bit of the last part here of me trying to decorate the observatory here. I might put it on the workshop, guys, but not for now. I did put the lighthouse on, so you guys can always go out and check that. I will put the link in the description below. So I also did a little bit more stuff to it, by the way, also. But you guys can check that out if that's something you wanna do. But yeah, we're getting it to the end here with the observatory, and then we're gonna go over to me fiddling a little bit around in the mountain town. Not gonna be anything fancy. It's just some houses, a little bit of walls placing, and just the usual detailing you see me place around. But here at this part, I'm kind of want to have. I made the path go up. You will see it here at some point, where the path goes up to another platform, which I have an idea of to make a docking station for the airships, smaller airships or zeppelins, that hopefully I'm gonna make a few more of, where they can kind of like dock there and come to the city, and that will also give some more life up here, and also for the chairlifts to watch when they're on it. So that was just a little idea I wanted to share with you guys, what the purpose of this little platform on the top here is. And I struggled a little bit of getting it up here and kind of make it look pretty and decent enough. But I think I think I got out pretty good with this. You know, as soon as you start adding those buildings and all those pipe systems, and just a lot of framework and trim work on all these buildings too, and everything just comes so good together in the end. And one thing I'm super excited about, though, or not excited, but happy about, is that I'm glad that I started with the pathing, so I kind of could arrange the city around the pathing. I did go in and change the pathing a few times, kind of like to get it, yeah, because some places just didn't work out as I would have had them to work out. So I kind of had to change some parts, but I think that it's gonna look great in the in the end. And I will probably also add a few more pathing up and down to some of these platforms you have seen me make. Some of them are super plain right now, but there will come some stuff. That's probably stuff I'm gonna do off camera, guys. You always, I mean, for every episode, you always see that the city have been extended a little bit, but that's because I'm trying to bury the pathing. So it's mainly just the walls you see for now, and then as soon as they come a lot more stuff, um, all this plainness will of course not be there. Um, so yeah, that was just a thing. So you see here kind of the idea I had, that I want to have like this inside stairway that goes like up on it, and then you go like in a tunnel and up, and you have another path going up to the observatory. And this was kind of like the tricky part, and that's also why you see the pathing is a little bit above um, the normal floor I put on, the Victorian tile roof I put on as the floor, because it just, I couldn't get the pathing to work super. As you know, it's Planko, so the pathing is always a little bit of a jerk to us. But anyways, I think I got out pretty well with this, so I'm pretty satisfied. And I'm not doing this, but I'm gonna inside here where you see the stairway, I'm gonna cover that with walls too, but I'm not doing that in the recordings here. It's just something I did off, because I really just put walls in there, so it's nothing really fancy, crazy to see. So I just thought I wanted to spare you guys for that part. And I don't know what exactly I want to put in. Maybe I'll put like a storage room in there, and maybe some small round windows or something. Something has to going on in there. Maybe some pipe systems in the ceiling or something. I'll figure it out. Here I felt like I needed something a little bit pretty, but also a little bit of glasswork and all up here. So I felt like I wanted to make this sort of little canopy going all the way up to the observatory, or at least just on the stairway here, because I felt like it was as I say, when I look at the other places, they look super super nice, and then as soon as I go higher up where I don't have nothing, I just can't let it be before I feel like, okay, this is enough for making a video, or how you say, or at least just have it presentable enough, as you guys know that I'm really focused on to have. So I felt like that this little canopy stairway here kind of spiced up the area a little bit. I don't know about the red color it has. It was mainly just to get another color so I could see the glass I was moving. So for now it's just red, but I'll probably make it to a little bit darker orangey or brownish color. So just so you guys, unless if you guys of course think it looks cool with this red color, then let me know in the comments below, guys. But yeah, you see me do this little on this little platform here. That was where I was talking about the docking station for the airships, where I'm probably gonna make a little bit of an overhang to this too, with some supports, and then have like these sort of long small pillar with some scaffolding on, something like that. That's kind of what I have in mind for now, but that's for another video, guys. Here I thought that you saw a little bit first try where I had like one little piece out, and I thought, no, I'm not feeling to make a custom dome or roof for now. So I thought I wanted to try this out, where I used the I can't remember the name on it in the game right now, but the one yeah, you saw me place it, the kind of like the one you use for a palace or something, you know. And I've seen it been used before in some other steampunk stuff. But of course here it's kind of like in the other direction of what we're going for, but I still have those gold domes I made myself, so I thought that if I color it a little bit more, or like goldish or yellow brownish as you've seen me do here, it might look alright. For now it doesn't look super nice because it's super plain, but as soon as I detail it with some pipes and some little bit of a small circle windows too, and give it some trim work and all, it's gonna look super cool, and it's gonna pop up. That was very difficult to say. It's gonna look super cool when it gets all these details on. And I'm also doing some stuff on the right side as well, and I'm basically making this sort of little street you see in the back too here. I'm basically making all this ready for now and finishing this little part up. And I haven't tried yet to put a shop in one of these, but I might do that and see if the path allows me to do so. or another. Nevertheless, maybe I can slide it in a little bit more inside the mountain, just the shop, and then so it have the room to make the path. Um, that's something I have to look into and see. Here, as I said, I'm just adding the door, windows, a little bit of a canopy as well. I'm really happy for those. Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but I think it's the the Asian stuff, Chinese stuff. But I really feel like it's good for this area here, and especially also for this build, and it just gives a nice look to it. I feel like so I'm pretty satisfied, and I'm super happy for that piece. So that's definitely one useful piece I've started to use in my builds. I kind of feel like that this extra little house I did on the right side here kind of like made it like the entrance to this sort of tower. Kind of made it feel like it fits. If it was just a round tower, I don't know if it would have felt a little bit off. Maybe it would have. But I really feel like this little extra attachment on the right side was a nice move. And it really does look nice, especially when you look down from sea level and look up. It gives a nice vibe too. Also that we have these sort of elevations too. Not only with the cranes, but also with these sort of little small towers we have. And I'll probably have a few more. I've also thought about making or using one more flat ride to place here, maybe on the mountain, but I don't know yet which kind I can place. But maybe you guys have suggestions for that. One thing I would like to ask you guys about is that I make a giveaway, and I chose the adventure pack. So if you are missing that pack and you really want it, you can get it here. The only thing you need to help me with is give me a ride idea I can place in Blackmire. And the idea I find most useful and good gets the pack. So if you guys are up for it, it's only the adventure pack, and I chose it because I feel like it's my favorite pack in the game. It offers you some of the best non-gridded pieces, and you also get all the animal animatronics. And I especially know that making zoos right now is kind of in. So if you are in the need of the adventure pack, you can get it here, guys. And the reason is that me and Chance, the Spirit of Christmas, got second place in Frontiers contest. So we thought we wanted to give it to one of you guys that are subscribers. And if you guys, yeah, as I said, come up with a great idea I can use, I will make that in the park, and yeah, you will get the adventure pack for free. So I would love to hear your guys' ideas. So hit me up, guys. Just go crazy in the comment section below, and we will see the one with the best idea. And also give the idea a thumbs up if you like the idea the guy or girl suggests, and maybe I can see what you guys feel like also is one hell of an idea to place in this park. Because I feel like I need a ride or two rides more, except for the dog ride. So give me your thoughts, guys. I would appreciate it a lot. Also, the reason why I don't wanna write it in the title, cause it's not really any. I want you guys that are my subscribers and are seeing my videos to be one of the lucky ones. I don't want someone's random guy that just comes in from nowhere and just subscribe to me just because he wants this pack. So I want you guys that have supported me to kind of get the chance to win this pack as well. So yeah, if you're up for it, guys, give me some suggestions. And now I'm gonna stop repeat myself and go further on to what I'm doing in this video here. I felt like, as I said in last video, that I feel like the chairlifts now has a better function in the park, and I wanted to give them more scenery around them. So what I'm doing here is that I'm starting on the wall as well, and here I feel like, because there was an annoying part where the chairlifts clipped crazy. So you see me struggle here a lot. Actually used a lot of time on this part here, where I'm just like pause play to see if the chairlifts are are clipping through here. But I got it fixed, and for now they just go straight through it here. Um, First of all, the idea was mainly just to have them go in and out, but afterwards I made it. I felt like it just looked super weird that they were just like going past here and there was literally nothing. So what I did was that I kind of enclosed it in, but I made this sort of pipe system again, with some fences, and then had a lot of steam popping out, and then also a little bit sewer systems. So this is kind of like also some sort of a little silo, but also with pipes and where the sewer system is, and all that stuff. So I feel like after I did that, it kind of spiced it up a little bit, and it made more sense to have it here. Um, and I also make a little, like I did on the boat ride station. I made this sort of little half circle over. Uh, I don't know what it's called. Yeah, you guys will see it. But what I did on the boat rides, that's basically what I do up over this little section here as well, because I felt like yeah, I wasn't entirely sure about the idea. I was actually struggling a lot. I was stopping the recording for some time and just looked at it and say, is this right? Is this the way I want to go with this? Um, and then after I added a little bit more wall to it and all, and I kind of saw how cool it kind of looked, that because it is so elevated from the industrial, that it kind of looks like the industrial area is kind of enclosed by this sort of wall now, but it's kind of like lower it. It's kind of below it. And I thought that was kind of cool looking. So maybe might even do this entire wall all the way around, and even make a dam too in it, because I saw a picture the other day which just gave me so many ideas, and there was a dam on it, as you probably could guess, and I think that's something I want to try to do as well. So that may be something you might see me do at some point too. Uh, so, but yeah, sometimes you look at a picture and that picture just gives you 10 of ideas or something, and that's basically what happens sometimes. So I will see if that's something I can try to make too. But that's also for future videos. But I like to share my ideas with you guys, also to hear what you guys think of the ideas. But anyways, you see here what I was saying I was doing, kind of making this sort of a little bit fence, or gitter, or what we call it, and put some pipes down there, and kind of just make it feel like something is going on below you. You can't see what it is. You can only see some pipes and a lot of mist, no steam. But yeah, that's pretty much what you can see. And I kind of felt like, as I said, after I did this, it made a little bit more sense, because I really didn't feel like there was no need to enclosure it if there really wasn't nothing going on in there. Um, so it was a little bit of a struggle, but I'm quite happy for the end result of it, nevertheless. So yeah, I'm super satisfied for now on how this goes, and I'm pretty sure that whenever I start decorating the areas, kind of like placing some small bits around and all this stuff, like just everything comes together, I'm pretty sure that it's gonna look super cool. And of course I will add some more houses too, on the walls, and of course the further over we go to the slums, it's more metal junky it's gonna get, like yeah, I'm just gonna try and make it look super trashy. Like I said, a little bit Junkertown vibe, but also with my own kind of touch to it. It's kind of what I'm wanna go for. Um, but yeah, guys, as I said, I'm doing this sort of little sewer system again here. I'll probably do it on some more of them, so it kind of feels like this is a place where all the water kind of runs down to as well. And then even make it a little bit below so it actually comes out on the other side as well. Could be a thing. Um, but just doing the little last touches here. I'm not doing super many things at this part. Just doing what I had in mind, and I might go back and do all the and of course, as I say, detail the hell out of it at some point, or at least give it a lot of love. And yeah, um, at this little part here, I didn't know if I should build a little tower too, or if I should just try, enclosure it with a wall or something. But I kind of thought that, hey, maybe if I can have a little house placed here, it might work out okay. So I placed a little house, as you can see here, and it kind of works quite nice here. It closed in the little triangle spot that was here, and it kind of made sense that there also was a house here. I mean, it's kind of nice the way, like, they built Blackmire up in that way that they just smashed everything together on this mountain here. So I think it looks alright to have some places you have these sort of crooked, small, intertwined houses that are just like, feels like something they just built. Like, okay, what do we do here? We build a little house, as I just said. Which could make a lot of sense. So here I'm making some fire exits. I feel like Blackmire should be safe, that if you are on the top there should always be an easy way to get down. So that's why you see me place all these sort of ladders everywhere around the Blackmire here. There's also should also always be an easy way to come out. Or also, as I said in one of the other episodes, you might as well also maybe be a stealth thief in Blackmire and you have to take easy shortcuts, or I don't know, you know. Here I'm making the last house you will see me do here in this video. This is a new house too I'm making. It's a little bit mix of everything basically. I just felt like I wanted a little house here. It was too empty here for now, and as I said, after I added these things here around this tower, the extra the dome I gave the tower here kind of matches in with everything now. So I'm quite happy on how all these things come together eventually when when you add these kind of pieces and kind of add some different things to each other, kind of just connect them in some way. And I think that I actually didn't think that I would give you guys more of these mountain town videos, but of course the observatory was one thing I would give you. But I just felt like that the groove took me here, and I just felt like I wanted to build and fill this area out. I'll probably put a lot of greenery here, a little bit of benches, maybe some stairs and some pavilions or something like that. Make this area a little super cozy up here. Still, while it's very steampunky. So I think probably gonna be one episode where you just see me just do a lot of detailing. But for now, main thing I'm trying to do is mainly just building everything for this mountain town. So what I say that at the end I can basically just give you guys a video where I just add the last detail on the mountain town. And I've also got some new ideas for the inside of the mountain too, which I will probably try make as well. But there will also be in other episodes. So as you can see, guys, my brain just goes non-stop with ideas still. And yeah, and also remember what I said about the giveaway, guys. Please, if you have ideas for a ride you want to see me try to make here in Blackmire, and also help me coming up with a new idea and a ride that I can make, please let me know, and I will maybe give you a free DLC, the adventure pack. If you don't have it yet, I think you should. It's a very, very nice pack. Yeah, but anyways, just a reminder, guys. But I just do the same things as I do on the other buildings here. I might make the buildings a little bit different, but it usually always are the same kind of detailing and trim work I make on them, because as I say, they can still be unique and stand out, but I still also want to have some sort of the same kind of things on them, so they don't like so something just doesn't stand super out, like I thought this tower would do first. But as soon as I started connecting it, as I said, everything kind of makes sense when you place a piece there, and then all of a sudden you have like all this stuff put together in like this compact build. And yeah, everything just looks super cool. And this little street here is actually also gonna look super cool when it's done. It's kind of like a little main street, and I'm just super happy how this entire area is looking, and also how the hangar kind of got buried in now with the surroundings as well. And I feel like some places where some of the terrain of the mountain peek out, I kind of like that. It kind of still feels like and shows that this is actually still built on a mountain. So I really think it's awesome in that way. Here I'm just finishing off that little balcony hallway I made last video, where it's basically just me trying to figure out a way to do this. But then I just go and take the Victorian arches and just do it as I did on the other side. So it's basically just the same. In this little hall here, or like alley, I'll probably not gonna put shops in. Just gonna make some stuff in the inside of it, so it feels like there's something going on inside, as I said in one of the other videos. So yeah, so this is pretty much today's video, guys. I know it was long, but I still hope that you guys enjoyed whatever, no matter how long it is, because I really feel like I did a lot in this video today, and I got a lot of progress done, and I can't wait enough to just get in and start with all these ideas I still have, guys. And yeah, it's gonna be so much stuff to look forward to, I'm pretty sure, and we're gonna make this amazing steampunk park here. So yeah, and remember the thing, guys, think about what kind of ride and idea, and write it in the comments below, and I will announce in the next Blackmire video or other who the winner is. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and I appreciate you guys so much for watching. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe. I will post weekly videos out. So yeah, guys, have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.